Today, you'll learn how to build a new review protocol using CoreSR. Head over to the Review Builder and click New Protocol. Let's say you're reviewing endothelin receptor antagonists in PAH. Create that protocol. First, choose your review method. That could be a systematic review, rapid review, or scoping review. Then decide if it's a conventional review, a living review, or an update of an earlier review. Next, select the type of review. Is it an intervention or treatment? A prognostic model? Or a prevalence or incidence review? Pick the right question family. Then write your PICO question. For example, adults with pulmonary arterial hypertension. The intervention is endothelin receptor antagonists, the comparator is placebo, and the outcome is clinical worsening. So the primary objective is to determine the efficacy of ERAs in PAH at reducing clinical worsening. When you're happy with that, click Continue. Now decide which study types are eligible for this review. Here only include randomized controlled trials. Set a minimum follow-up of 12 weeks and a maximum of 52 weeks. Click Continue. It'll ask if quantitative synthesis will be meaningful. In this case, it will, so say yes. Then choose your analysis structure. If you already know what you want, select it manually. Or use the automated method recommendation. That pulls together everything you've entered so far and suggests the best structure. Next, enter how many distinct interventions you're expecting. In this case, just one. Then you'll see a few signaling questions. These ask whether dose, follow-up time, or route of administration could change the results. If you think there could be some effect modification, you can flag that. If you know how many dose ranges exist, that can also help determine what type of analysis you need. When you're happy with those selections, click Continue. Now check whether any of these apply. Individual patient data extraction, equity-focused review, complex interventions, or planned effect modification or subgroup analyses. Here, select Effect Modification. Next, choose your registration target, Prospero OSF or a journal. Let's say OSF. But if you select Prospero, the wizard walks you through the Prospero requirements to keep you compliant. Then review the suggested data flow. For example, you might use the search strategy system, Titan SR for screening, Manuscript Writer to build tables and diagrams, the data collection module for data extraction, and Risk of Bias 2.0 and Inspect SR for trustworthiness, which flags retracted or integrity flagged trials. A dose response and pairwise meta-analysis are recommended here, along with Iceman to assess credibility of the effect modification. If you're happy with that or want to adjust anything, go to Accept Blueprint and continue. Here you'll add details about the review. For existing knowledge, point form is fine. For example, ERAs are commonly used in PAH. Efficacy in reducing clinical worsening is unknown. Use that as your baseline. The outcome definition reads clinical worsening, as defined by the study authors, a critical and important outcome. You can ask your local large language model to rewrite this for more detail. You can do the same for this section. Then add your author team. Enter the name, Joe, Harvard, joe@harvard.edu. Add an ORCID number if you have one. Fill out your contributions and creditee roles. Indicate any individual conflicts of interest, overall contributions, and a guarantor statement. When you're ready, click Continue. If anything is incomplete, you'll see a notice. You'll need to go back. For example, if you haven't filled out the overall contribution or guarantor statement. Make sure everything is complete before moving on. Now move on to the search records. Add any databases you want to search. Cochrane Central is missing, so add that. Also add a PubMed strategy. The EVI Trace system analyzes your PICO and creates a draft you can refine with your librarian. Once that's done, scroll down and review the descriptions of the data collection process, missing data handling, and so on. Then continue to the next step. Now look at the analysis plan. It's pre-specified based on the choices you've already made. Use it as is or edit it at the bottom to add more detail. You can also change your target if needed. At the end, add the final details for the protocol. Set the start date as today and the completion date as next month. Fill in any remaining required fields, then click Continue. Finally, generate and download your protocol and open it. You'll get a fully filled out protocol that follows Prisma P guidelines. Review it, make changes, or add anything missing, either in the Word file or directly on the website. And that's it. Your protocol is complete from start to finish. Prisma P compliant, with built-in support for other registration formats too.